Good afternoon, guys, and I hope you're enjoying your Saturday just before all the football kicks off. Hopefully you're sneaking in for a little bit of the Fergie way. We are on episode 19 now in season 4, and we are very much getting to the business end of the season. We have got a Champions League tie today. It is against AS Monaco. Ordinarily, you'd think Monaco, well, yeah, you'd rather have them than PSG. I'll show you a few things after the intro. However, before we get to have a look at Monaco, we've only had one little bit of news, and that was that Callum Gribbin won Young Player of the Month. So fair play to him. He only had a couple of appearances. He grabbed that free kick goal, if you remember. 7.6 average rating. Just good to see the young lads are still doing it. So as you know, today we do have Monaco. They are led by Luis Enrique, formerly of Barcelona. But I did just want to take a look at the schedule, and as you can see, ultimately, they're doing very well. Lots of greens, the odd red, the odd yellow here and there. Juventus, they only managed to draw away from home in the last leg of the Champions League. In the last leg of the Champions League first knockout round. However, they did go through because they absolutely destroyed Juventus 4-0 in the home tie. Also, in the game prior to the one that they're playing today, they've just won the League Cup in France by beating FC Nantes in the final. So yeah, they're playing quite well. Not only that, we'll go to their competitions, and right now they hold a 4-point lead at the top of Ligue 1. Obviously being chased by PSG, which is what we expect. However, maybe the expectance would normally be that PSG would be leading. So, I'm not sure I've got the greatest of ties. However, relatively confident. I'm hoping we can go out there and smash them in the home leg today. And then hand their asses to them in the away leg as well, because we're on the run to the Champions League final here. And we want to be beating everybody by considerable margins. Just having a quick look at the squad. As you know, international fucking breaks just passed. And you know the way it always happens to me. We get everybody injured. And it wasn't the case. James did pick up an injury, but it was only for 2 to 3 days. So we have a relatively fit and healthy squad for today's game. That being said, let's get over to game day, see who we've picked, but obviously I'm going to be going out as strong as possible. So here we are on game day then, Champions League quarter-final at Old Trafford. So I'm going to start with our team. As you can see, we've got De Gea in the sticks, Alaba, Bailly, Smalling and Darmian at the back. We then have some subtle changes in the middle. I've dropped Ruben Neves to a deep line playmaker, and I've put Pogba as a supportive advanced playmaker. And of course, I've got James up top as an advanced playmaker supportive. That's a lot of playmakers, I know, but it's giving these guys the ability to spread the play a little bit around midfield. We now have Sanchez as a box-to-box midfielder. He's a bit of an engine. He can get up and down the pitch, so there's no dramas there. And of course, we have Dybala in the complete forward role, and we have Martial playing the poacher's role. Now, Martial should do okay up there, but I may very well change to advance forward because we are, of course, without Marcus Rashford. We now look at the Monaco team. They've got Meret in net. They then have Bouali. I think it's Bouali down at the bottom left. Then they have Lemos, Glick and Jemison with Thiago Maia sat in front of them. Anybody who's been playing FM for a while knows exactly who Thiago Maia is. Then I have Jean Moutinho and Horta in the middle with Douglas Costa on the left. Bernardo Silva on the right, who I absolutely adore. I think he's a great player in real life. I used to use him a lot in FM17, in FM16 as well. And then they have Castillejo up top. Now, Castillejo, I'm sure, used to play for someone in Spain, Villarreal. Now, as you can see, 37 games, 21 goals. So he's definitely going to be dangerous. I also know that they have Jermaine. He's sat down on the bench there, so they're pretty dangerous going forward. But as you know, today we're looking to try and lock this tie down. So we're moving to the opposition instructions, see what Roy has to say. It's hard tackling across the middle line there. We're probably going to hard tackle Jean Moutinho as well. He must be getting on now. Yeah, a 33-year-old Jean Moutinho. Not fast, but he'll be looking to spread the play from the middle of the park. So we'll give him a bit of hard tackling as well. We're going to move on to the team talk. We're going to ask the guys to pick up from where they left off. We get a lot of greens, therefore we get so many greens. Going to calm it down, see how the game starts. Not going to do anything else, and hopefully we can do something here. Yeah, Bernardo Silva, such a great player. I mean, in FM16, he was an absolute monster. He was hard to buy because he'd not long moved to Monaco and they were reluctant to sell him. But usually if you waited a year or two, you were able to get your hands on him, and he always turned out absolutely splendid, like absolute top draw. Oh, Dybala's come out of it. Meret dived down to the bottom corner. I thought we'd nicked a goal there as early as 5 minutes in. But at the moment, one shot from us, one shot from them, looking quite even. But as I say, I want to take a commanding lead out of this because they're playing that well in Ligue 1. I don't want to have to go to France and try and chase a win. Dybala stood over a free kick. It ricochets back off the wall. Dybala does get possession back. Tried drifting out to the left, he's lost out to Jemison, and this could be dangerous. Alaba goes cleaning up after him. Well done, Alaba. James to Sanchez. Still Sanchez trying to worm his way through. He doesn't do so, though. He's closed down by a couple of players quite quickly. It's Douglas Costa. Nearly said Diego Costa. James. Neves to Pogba. Still Paul Pogba now. Martial. Plays it lovely outside ball there to Alaba, who will cross it back to Martial. Martial nods it wide of the post. 10 minutes in, we're looking dangerous, but as of yet, nothing that's really caused too many problems to the French goalkeeper. It's James out to Damian. James takes a weak shot, possibly a header, maybe even a volley that he didn't hit too hard, but Meret collects it. James Rodriguez to Martial. Martial plays it once again out wide to Alaba. Is he going to whip this one in? Oh, Jemison manages to get right in front of him. We do win possession back though. It's with Pogba to Sanchez. Sanchez keeps running into trouble. Play the ball. Well done. Damian now. Whip it in near post. Dybala gets in there. 1-0. 15 minutes in. And we're not done. We are not done. We need more goals. So Sanchez got himself into a bit of trouble. Played the ball out wide right to Damian, who went to the byline. Near post FM17 as per usual, and Dybala grabs himself a European goal, gives us the lead. We're 20 minutes in, we just need to find more. Dybala over a free kick, crosses it in towards Smalling. Meret comes out and collects it, plays it out to Lemos, only short though. It's Jemison out on the right to Bernardo. Bernardo Silva plays a ball, but it's ricocheted back to Jemison. Poor clearance, Neves to Martial, back with Dybala. Holy shit balls. How did he not score? How did it? It's not gone down as a clear-cut chance, but he really should have scored that. But Dybala has another shot. Saved by Meret. It's gone wide of the post. We will get the corner. Neves swinging it in. To James on the edge. He hits it first time. Sanchez loses control of the bouncing ball. It's gone out, but we have retained possession via David Alaba. Alaba's heading left, but there's no one down there. Neves to James. Pogba. Still Pogba to Sanchez. Sanchez out to Damian on the right. Damian needs to beat a man here. He plays an early ball in. It's dropping. Oh, I thought it was dropping to Martial. I thought he was going to get a very well taken easy goal there. Wasn't the case. Meret more than a match. Jumped up, plucked the ball out of the air. Possession is with Monaco. It's Castillejo now with a shot, a wild shot from distance. It shows the frustration maybe 25 minutes in. Not really been in our third. They're getting a little bit frustrated. They might even start handing out tackles. Diego Costa's picked up a light injury. Neves has been booked. Neves whips a cross in. It's cleared out. Costa's going to try and get there, but Damian beats him. Smalling to Neves. Out wide right with Dybala now. He beats his man. He's in the area. James blazes it over the bar against his old club. And I expected a little bit more from him there. Dybala ended up in loads of space. Put it on the plate. All James could do was sky it. It's Pogba with strips two people. James with a shot. Dybala, get in. Come on, Dybala. We said we needed you later on in the big stages in Europe, and you seem to be doing it today. 2 goals to the good. 33 minutes on the clock. Pogba skinned 2 people. Martial played it to James, who took a shot. It bounced back off the post. And a typical poacher's goal from Dybala. First one to the ball, puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-0. Dybala stood over a free kick looking for his hat-trick. He's played it to Smalling. Smalling's going to lose possession here. You can see it coming. Play it backwards, Smalling. Simple ball. What are you doing? There we go. It's with Damian. Damian's got 4 men ahead of him on that wing. He's got to do the same. End of the highlight. Oh, well, it's João Moutinho stood over a free kick. Andre Horta really should have scored there. Ball landed with him very fortuitously, but he blazed it over the bar. Did us a favour, really. Dybala stood over a free kick again. How that's not gone in. Smalling latched onto the deflected ball, levers it at the bar. It went straight in the air, and James over a free kick now, and it is 3-0. Dybala's had 2 chances just lately. Rodriguez said, "Nah, mate, you're not having this one. I want to go." Puts it in the back of the net, scoring against his old team, and as we can see, just top bag. I mean, the keeper was never reaching that. Precision shooting by James from the dead ball situation. 3-0 at half-time. We have got to be well happy with that. Assertively going to tell the guys, very happy. No, we're not. Yeah, going to tell them not to drop the performance, the level of performance, because we definitely need to get a win here. Going to send him out. We can see Martial's only playing a 6.9 rating. He's probably going to be the one to come off in favour of Memphis Depay if this carries on. But yeah, happy days. 3-0. Got to be well happy with it. It's Pogba now to Sanchez. to Dybala. It's cleared out. Castillejo's going to try and get on it. It won't be the case. Sanchez making space somewhere, but he ran into trouble. It's Bernardo Silva on the ball. Loses out to Pogba, though. We've won it straight back. Sanchez to Dybala. Dybala with a weak shot from the edge of the area. It goes wide of the post. But it's only a first minute into the second half. I mean, it looks like we might stomp him here. Pogba has a goal from a free kick. Very much wide of the post. We can see now, if you look at the bottom left of the screen, behind that screen there we go. Pogba hits another free kick wide. We can see now that they've set up very defensively. They've realised they're getting the hearts handed to them away from home. They're trying to protect it here. I'm guessing they're going to be set to counter, waiting for us to attack. But at the moment, very, very happy. 60 minutes in, though, it's time to say goodbye to Anthony Martial for this game. We are going to bring on Memphis Depay. We're going to change it. We're going to change it to an advance forward on attack. Bring Memphis on. I've also got other guys who I'm going to use in a minute because we do have West Brom in a couple of days. So I want to try and keep some legs fresh because, of course, the Premier League at the moment, it's neck and neck with Spurs. Alaba to Neves. Jermaine's picked it up, though. Jermaine drifts far out wide to the left. Tries playing it back. Sanchez intercepts the ball and plays it back to De Gea nice and calmly. It's Alaba now. Still David Alaba. He's got loads of space to run into, but they're going to start closing him down now. They do, but it's Memphis. Still Memphis with a ball to Sanchez. Pogba. And Andre Horta gets it clear to Jermaine. Smalling wins the ball back, though. It's James now with a great ball over the top to Memphis. Memphis, what a finish, son. What a finish. I'm interested to see this in 3D myself. A great ball by James Rodriguez. It loops over the back of the defence, as we can see here. Little lofted ball. Memphis brings it down, and literally as soon as he's brought it down, he's just levered it into the bottom corner. Puts us 4-0. The advantage is definitely ours in this. 5-0. Wow, I'm not even getting a chance. Eric Bailly. James free kick. James has been on fire today. Free kick. Lobbed over the wall. Bailly arrives at the near post. Nods it past. We're at 5-0. 5-0. Absolutely wonderful stuff. I mean, these guys are currently not walking away, but they've got a 4-point gap in Ligue against PSG, and at the moment we're making them look like just an amateur league side. It's Sanchez now to Dybala. Pogba. Sanchez with a shot from distance, saved by Meret. However, as I said, we have now got chance to bring on some other players, so I'm going to drop Ruben Neves out, save his legs. As we can see, David Alba's absolutely cream-crackered. So I have a plan. We'll swap Alaba with Darmian. Darmian's now on the left. And we're going to bring on Rashawn Williams on the right. We've not done it for a while. But he was playing quite well there. Rashawn Williams, of course, has been... we always talk about player growth on the Fergie way and who's been doing well. And we've always been speaking about Timbo, or we've been talking about Callum Gribbin. But this year, from out of nowhere, Rashawn Williams has become... not world class, far from world class, but the level in growth that he's had this year has been ridiculous. Jermaine nearly grabs himself an away goal, happy with that, missed it, put it over the bar. But yeah, Rashawn Williams has just come on leaps and bounds, and in my opinion, going forward, might actually be the one player to look out for on the Fergie way. Dybala with a deep cross towards Smalling. Smalling nods it across the face of the goal, though nobody arrived at that near post. And it's 82 minutes on the clock. Still Herrera to James. James got swamped. It's full time though. 5-0 on the night in the Champions League quarter-final. A big, big result when we absolutely needed it. Very happy with the result, lads, and the way you played. Obviously, Rodriguez, you were just on fire, mate. You get looked after. And Dybala grabbed himself a couple of goals as well. Pleased with his performance tonight. And of course, Eric Bailly grabbing himself a goal, but not just that, coming back into the team and playing very well. So I did just come into the news to see whether Zidane, once again, came to watch the game. Wasn't the case. I'm pretty sure that's because last night he was away himself watching his own team playing the Champions League. So I can tell you from the day before this game we played, Barcelona won, I think it was 3-0 against Atletico Madrid. And Real Madrid beat PSG 1-0 at home. So both the sort of what we call the top Spanish teams are in commanding positions before the next leg of the ties. However, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Also, as you can see on the screen, we're hoping to win the Champions League this year, and we're hoping it puts a line under the Fergie way. However, if we are still here, transfer budget, 130 million. Nice one, Woodward. So there we go then, guys. Episode 19 all done and dusted, and I hope you enjoyed it, because personally, I thought it was an absolute cracker to destroy the top team in France, doing so well for themselves, 5-0, happy days, and it's going to give us a relatively easy walk in the home leg. As we look down the fixture list though, we look down the schedule, I really wanted to come back for the West Brom game. They're next in the Premier League, but in a bid to try and march this on a little bit, I'm probably going to come back in the Monaco leg. This is all about the Champions League this year, and we want to be showing every game that we can. And in these latter stages, even though we hold a commanding lead, it's definitely one worth watching, and one where I'll probably play a lot of the younger players. So, going to play the West Brom game off cam. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock, that's Sunday at 12 o'clock, with the second leg of the AS Monaco, and then of course we'll have the Champions League draw thereafter and see who will get in the semi-final. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, hit me a like, hit me a couple of likes, well you can't hit two, but hit me a like, you do me a great favour. The channel's growth has been all because of you guys and your interaction, helps spread the Fergie way a little bit further. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And you can check the links in the description where you will find Season 1, 2 and Season 3 reviews of the Fergie Way. So it'll save you watching through 80 odd episodes just to try and catch up. And other than that, guys, I hope to see you tomorrow afternoon where, of course, we'll be playing Monaco again, looking to cement our place in the Champions League semi-final, which, as you know, is the furthest we've ever been on the Fergie Way. So other than that, guys, I've been Teach FM and I'll catch you later. See you in a bit.